concern that I have here with the lineup of the side of Minana Evos is the fact that they don't have magic damage. It's, again, going to be an Angela at this point, which is why I'm not going to be surprised if Lancy AR will start to build an Enchanted Talisman first instead of prioritizing the new item, which is the Flask of the Oasis that boosts the regenerative factor coming in from the support heroes that are now part of the meta. Talking about emblems right now, more on the Wilderness Blessing once again, where 2 heroes coming from the side of Minana Evos and 2 heroes as well from the side of Onic Philippines will be using it. Both tenacity for the marksmen to keep themselves in the situation or inside the fight, whereas adaptiveness will be added to the Brody to at least assist him in the early portions of the matchup.
Completely agree, especially for Ryzen. If he just chooses to go for Blade Armor, everyone's just not going to do damage.
Right.
Oh my god.
It's going to be a long game.
That Baksha is going to be unkillable.
Just imagine having more team fights with his own composition. I can't imagine the balance right now in just team fights for Minana Evos. But who am I to question their own strength that they gave them a point out of the world champs?
You are OSX.
Yeah, man.
You always have the right.
You always have the right.
Yeah, man, but because this is just them, it's the prowess. Just by that, pokes, it's just gathering them up for opportunities such as that. Because at some point, Minana Evos could utilize more of their team fights. And when that arrow leads towards that possibility, they just completely go all in, just as that.
In terms of possibilities, I think the Benedetta just has so much possibility here. Because Lord JM, I will say this over and over again. Just give this guy a gun. Give this guy a really high mechanical hero, a Benedetta. He's going to do magic. Look at this. Right now, he is actually styling and profiling right now, hunting down that Matilda, looking for more targets right now. That is, of course, Gem, who has that Firaga armor back. That means he can sustain, but look at him. It's so hard to stop him. He gets first blood still.
Still, Minana Evos winning that one, a sacrifice of 1 from Lord JMAR, and they're not stopping. Eyes on the purple, Super Fins on the bush though. Brusco dropping low on health as well. So it's clearly the Tigers slowly winning early game, Hans.
Lord JM just means just move, right? Lord just move at this point. It's something that you have to do, but at one point, you also have to take care of your teammates. What a wonderful initiation coming in from Super Friends to equalize the situation. And just when we thought it's going to be a better game for Lancy, hold your horses, because Super Friends is back at it again.
I think it's just micro. You misheard it. Just mechanics, just micro.
Just mechanics, just micro. Yeah, you got that right. Fair enough.
Because that's all he wants. He just wants to move. You give him freedom to move. If AMS, you can move, but you don't do damage.
That's true.
On the Paquito, you move, you kill someone. Same on the Vendetta. You move, someone goes down. So yeah, just move can also work.
Yeah, all right. The comfort right now of Lord JM having the Benedetta on his hands. Man, he was just so slippery back in the back line of Onic Philippines, and they were all using all the resources to catch him.
Yeah.
Talk about diversion.
Even right now.
Look at that. Just looking for a way to take him down. Pressure is just boiling up to the EXP lane. While all that is happening, we're looking at Perksiva and as well as Nets trying to get a hand of a kill out of Dominic AR. Because one of the things that we're looking upon here is the damage department you guys mentioned. Because Onic Philippines has balance in damage and magic.
It's the same scenario for the marksman department. It's still Nets using the Erethel. It's also Doming using the Brody. And unfortunately for the side of Minana Evos, we haven't seen Brody that much in action because all of the action is happening here at the EXP lane. Lord JM is forcing the rest of the members of Onic to react to him. Gem is not really having like the worst time, but he needs to be able to stay in this lane as Benedetta is one of the fastest to roam around the map.
Seems to be fine right now, though Minana might have problems here. Nope. Still going to be Boyet securing that turtle. It's free V4, and the sustain is just so much better here for Minana that they're able to disengage, not giving anything to Onic.
Nobody fall down. Completely just the objective. On to Minana Evos having a great start. Even by just looking at the trade here, Ryzen is just looking for a way to take this orange on for himself.
That was a great pick up coming in from Brusco DR to just use the Way of the Dragon to put the wheel away, to put the huge tanky hero, which is Ryzen, out of the way for them to be able to get that turtle. as of this moment. So
Well,
this is a very good second turtle that was secured by the side of Minana. However, there were rotations that are being made again by the side of Onic Philippines to stop them on their tracks. It's still a very close game, but in terms of the scaling, if they keep this longer, this might side Onic just because of the fact that Nets is there. Nets is the guy to go.
Yeah, Nets so far having a fun time. Look at this guy. He's already double leather jerkin. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. And 2 daggers.
Man.
He's got all the casual chop suey items.
Yeah. Chop suey is like a vegetable
Mixy.
dish where you mix all the things together just for everyone who doesn't know it. So
Yeah,
now you know.
It's a dish in the Philippines when it's actually a
Is
side
it just
dish.
Philippines?
Maybe Chinese
Yeah.
China.
cuisine.
That's probably how we call it here. but
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a mix of everything, and I think with that kind of decision from Nets, he answers more of the early game spike of Minana Evos, and there's the stealing keeps on happening. Who got it though? Oh, hey, Onyx.
He's going to
secured.
try. but
He was
he
trying.
doesn't have retribution, so pretty slim chance. Nice energy eruption here from Boyet. Get some of that attention from Brusco. Make sure he's safe and comfy there. And make sure he's ready to go for the kick here. Maybe on the mid lane. Maybe does he have Flicker? He's going to go for it. Flicker is possible. Doesn't even need it. Has a
no.
Purify. Super Friends going to stay alive.
That's the Purify doing the work for Onic. Super Friends in a way. Although he had an Angela, he's still going to go out safe.
Super Friends, I think, also still has the Heart Guard. Yeah. So he's going to be able to maybe use it to make sure Ryzen secures this retribution. But look at that, Boyet already has the
Look at him go.
preemptive Heart Guard, and that's going to be the steal. Or I would say the 50-50 going over to Ryzen with the TP up front.
That was
Yeah.
a great pick-off coming in from the side of Minana Evos, or rather Onic Philippines, as they got the turtle for themselves. It's going to be the first turtle secured by the Sonics at this point. But again, a return of gameplay. This time, it's Minana Evos who's actually giving a dose of Onyx medicine to Onic themselves, because they're finally getting the first turret of this matchup. And this is something that, Minana hasn't done in game number 1. They weren't able to translate those skills, or maybe even when the kills weren't happening, if Onic exhausts most of their resources, then that's the time for Minana to at least get a bunch from the other sides of the map, get more turrets, get more jungle objectives, and it's nice that they're finally doing that. However, Onic made sure to back it up with their very own up top.
That's the reset kicking in for the Neon Tigers, getting a chance here for Onic Philippines. And just by looking at you guys just mentioned early on, it was even a slow start even before the turret takedowns, because they're most likely capitalizing on their own momentum, especially with the items. Look at that initiation from Perxiva though.
Oh, that's very aggressive right there, and that's exactly what you get with the Matilda. That's why you pick it up with a Heart Guard.
Oh, no.
Man, Nets is going to be so scary here. Going straight for Boyet as well. Again, just trying to buy up some of that cooldown for the torn apart memory. And now, I think Onic, they got what they wanted. But look at JM. He's doing his job. He's doing his thing.
Oh, he got
Certainly Eagle, though. Oh, man, that's a good way to go down. You bought some time, but you didn't get any kills. I would say that's the best case for JM.
But still, he managed to take down the turret
He
down
got a
mid.
turret. Exactly.
It's just slowly but surely for Minana Evos right now, Hans.
He's playing proactively at this point. You love to see it coming in from Lord JM to just always be part, or not even be part of those fights, but again, stay as of the moment. Beautiful guiding wind coming in from the rest of the members to just keep in all the action, because again, it was Perxiva who almost died in that skirmish down bot, but he made sure that the guiding wind, together with an extra favor onto the roam department, would keep him safe, give him extra shields from the torn apart memory, and keep him away from distraction.
The distance right now, it's Minana Evos' game to make it all work. It looks like everything's going to be slippery. Look at that. Initiation is about to happen.
Wow, that's a messy team fight. I don't even want to call that. Ryzen, though, still will secure Visceral. That's pretty big. Gem, good pressure on the domain. Heart Guard coming in clutch here, but not going to be enough to take him or make sure he doesn't go down.
And Ryzen was the only one to fall down from Onic Philippines.
Boy.
They're taking this mid turret for themselves, and they're pushing slowly with that 3-man Titan from Minana Evos. Complete, they're winning, and they're just looking for a way to end this faster than they could have. Wow, Onic Philippines completely having a change even from the lead, and Minana is now pushed to a state to even defend.
I was just wondering what Lancy was doing in the skirmish itself. He wasn't able to just use the heart guard to protect the rest of his teammates because
Too
he
late.
was there. He was
Yeah.
part of all of the action. And if you're the Angela, you would prefer to be probably back in the base, just waiting, just chilling, and then when all things go hell and loose, that's the time for you to strike. But speaking of
Lord
which, Lord
JM.
JM,
Oh man, the mechanics will not be enough to save him this time.
nah.
That is just a sad sight to see.
With the immortality present from Gem right now, they could actually go full-on hard damage against Minana Evos. They're left with 3 turrets in their own base, and just by looking at the gold here, Nets is rising up and probably has more items to answer from Minana Evos to stay in.
When you see a Benedetta just falling like that so quickly, so easily, even with everything that the Bendetta's doing, that's a bad sign. Man.
You got a problem.
You got a problem in your hands.
Unfortunately, that is the case. That is a problem that the side of Minana Evos has to address at this point. Because again, even you still have to give props to Doming AR, right? Being close in terms of like the damage department towards Nets as well, coming in from Onic Philippines. But again, if we have to take note of what Minana needs to do to be able to bounce back in this game, it's just that they just need to use the wave clear potential that they have. Wait for an opportunity or a blunder coming in from Onic Philippines. Maybe a mistaken circling eagle. But that's the thing with the patch right now, right?
No, bro.
It's so difficult to do.
No,
if it's the previous patch, maybe a blunder circling eagle would have worked. But this time, you have direction. You know where your destination is going to be.
It's one direction for Onic Philippines with the pickup of this Matilda. Perksiva having so much perks and 4 initiations. He's just getting on a full frenzy setup most of the time. Super Friends, another major pickup. And with that kind of penetration, without the balance of magic from Minana Evos, there's so much thing that they need to answer. How's their defense now working for them? How's the damage working for them? Because if attack damage is concerned, how will they take this to a longer team fight? Because as of now, another purple could be stolen from them. And Onic Philippines just here.
Just watching. They no longer can do anything, but again, a kick.
That's going to be beautiful here. Brusco can't really get in a position where the kick is going to matter. Everyone just got knocked up there. Beautiful flight of Perksiva.
Oh!
JM with the last insanity, just doing so much. Man, oh man. Onic looking fire. I mean, for Gem, that's literal, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, the roar was only the cost of Onic Philippines. They're still winning. They're still pushing. How's Minana doing now?
Well, there,
Oh,
JM.
no.
Oh, it hurts. Ow!
Oh!
Man, what is Nets up? What did he have for breakfast? I wanted to get me some of that.
There's
Yeah.
no safety for Lord JM, even from the few hits of the arrows coming from this Irithel alone.
Nets is, my goodness, like 1,000 damage per hit. I don't know, man.
You can parry everything. You can eye for an
Try.
eye. But once you just squint or just, peeked a little bit, then you're done. That is Nets right now. On to at least a full build at this point, if I'm suspecting. He already has a Berserker's Fury, a Malefic Roar, even Hasklos. Heck, he doesn't even have a full build just yet. The final item is going to be the Wind of Nature. My goodness,
Does he
a
still
Wind of
need it?
Nature. He is so offensive to the point that he no longer cares about the defensive item. Go ahead and give me something.
Bro, they have the Matilda. They have more ways to even have us. Oh,
wait.
something got set up here.
Yeah, good setup. And against Brusco finally finds the target, but it's in the wrong angle. And no one to follow it up as well. Nets on top side, doing a solo on that turret. Well, everyone is on mid, just trying to get some of these attentions. Boyet getting burned to a crisp here by Gem. Gem doing a good job as well in here. He still has immortality, so he's still a viable front line. Will be able to at least burn down
Oh,
that Lord.
they're just pushing.
Lord JM, he's trying to buy some time, trying to see if he can still keep this base alive. Turret will fall on top side. Oh my god, it's just Minana catching for breath here.
Okay, how will they even hold this? Onic Philippines just pushing, looking for a way to just take this final turret down against Minana Evos. How's the defense now? How can they even hold this? Is there even a way, Hans, right now, to just even a chance? But hold that thought. I'm not going to go through it again.
Everyone! It's a party right here in Onic
Wait.
Philippines camp.
Oh.
No way! That would have been a beautiful re-engage, but no, it's not gonna be allowed here by Onic, everyone's actually pretty low, so they just should probably back off and wait for the next one. Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
But they're so strong at this point. They're
Bro.
10.2k in. So
Perks.
they just, it was already at least like there were no minions in like the next 5 to 10 seconds, but they just stayed there to prove a point to the side of Minana Evos that, hey, you can use your torn apart memory. We're not going to care about anything because we're already leading. And we also have Nets who has 13,545 and probably a lot more still growing at this point. Doming also has an entirely full build right now with a Demon Hunter Sword together with a Rose Gold Meteor to just give an immense amount of shield once the HP goes down to a bottom. But Rockhard is right. They're being burned down to a crisp because the underrated person here is Gem. Nobody can burst Gem down.
Yeah, that's the problem. When you go on overcooked, there's no turning back.
I haven't actually seen Gem pop Immortality all game.
Right.
No.
He's just there.
I think it's just completely insurance for him, just in
Yeah.
case I'm going to be the first target. But Perksiva, man, all of the things he's just initiating. Oh my goodness,
Perks.
the distance!
Is this the blunder you're talking about, OSX?
Might as
Because
well.
that was a huge one.
Oh, wait.
That's here doing some good damage, but of course that shielding from Lancy is actually massive. Wow. All right, so it's going to be the re-engage here, blocking it up front. Nets is still at the back. He's still doing good
Prince.
with the heavy crossbow, but they're running out
Boy
of
at
ultimate.
AR.
Boy at AR, he's burned. Finally,
There's
the
Amo.
immortality is used up. But, and again, he is going to have some problems. The backline's looking really thin here for Onic.
Oh, my goodness. JM's still going.
Jam's still going.
He's still going.
Somebody stop this guy.
He can't
He
stop
wants-
him!
stop
He
him.
wants everything.
The base though!
Oh, the base.
Minana Evos, check
Someone
your
has
base!
to go back.
You gotta go.
Someone has to
minions.
go back.
The minions!
Go
ladies and
back
gentlemen.
right now.
Guys, go back.
Oh,
The
my
base. Go
goodness.
back.
Oh!
They saw